All right, hustlers, let's talk about one of the most underrated tools in your career toolkit, positivity. Now, we're not just talking about sunny vibes or forced smiles. Real positivity is about harnessing attitude that drives resilience, helps you bounce back from setbacks, and keeps your goals on track. When you can shift your mindset to find opportunities and challenges, you become unstoppable. Speaking of becoming unstoppable, check out this week's thought leader. She's on a mission to empower you to move from fear into action and launch your service-based side business. She's also an entrepreneurship coach, speaker, and community host. Let me be the first to say, it's a must listen. This week, we're diving into the power of positivity, how it can transform your work life, strengthen your relationship, and open doors you never thought possible. Let's get ready to flip the script on negativity and use positivity as fuel to push through anything. Let's get it, hustlers.
Hi, my name is Amilia Badua, and I currently help women launch their side businesses. So my whole mission is to help women move from fear into action with their side business launch. Now, before I started doing this, I worked as a people operations leader in tech, and I leveraged my HR/recruiting expertise to help people land jobs. So I was a side hustler for the last 4 years before jumping full-time into entrepreneurship. Now, on the personal side, I am a SoCal native, originally from San Diego, also the Temecula area, currently living in the Bay. I love tacos and to dance on the beach to salsa music. From the beginning, I believe that we are all called to do something special, right? To make an impact and to serve others with the gifts that have been planted inside of us. And so when I started my side hustle path, it was with the intention to just really share things that I wish I knew when I got into HR. When I transitioned over to helping women create their own income streams, it came because I created my own income stream based on the reason I told you before, but I was also laid off. And that was something I was glad I knew to do before that happened. And so now I share based on what I wish I knew, how I can help people in their current situations and beyond. And then also because I want to make sure that I am living purposeful, walking in my calling, serving other people in a way that feels aligned to my values. And it's very difficult to do that when I have partnered with other organizations in the past. As far as how my vision evolved, I was thinking small scale at first. I was like, I can help a couple of women start their side businesses, but now I have such a big dream to help as many women as I can, millions if I can, and also bringing women together throughout networking events, conferences, retreats. So I really do believe that as long as we can think it, we can do it, as long as we have our faith and action backing it. Personal success to me is allowing myself to live in a way where I am growing in the areas that I need to grow in and also honoring the people that are put in my life. So I know I'm successful if I'm learning the lessons I'm supposed to be learning, if I am honoring my kids, my husband, myself, I'm living authentically, I have boundaries, and I'm creating spaces that excite me and excite other people that are around me. So I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to personal success, other than living very true to my values and the things that I believe in and staying grounded in my faith. As in professional success, I look at what my solution is supposed to offer another person, and is it doing that? So am I creating content that is resonating with other people, whether they purchase or not? So if people are walking away feeling transformed in some way, that's a win for me. Now, when they do convert and they do work with me, are they experiencing deeper transformations? Are they getting tangible results where they can say that they are signing clients or they launch their business? And from a professional sense, that's what I look at as terms of having success. So some misconceptions about my industry that I hate so much is, number one, a lot of people think it's easy to create an online business and make money from it right off the bat. And that is not the case, because it does take time and practice and refinement to develop authority and have people feel safe to actually purchase from you. Because a lot of people are doing their research and they want to make sure that you really know what it is that you're talking about and that you can actually help them do what you say that you're going to help them do. Another misconception is that coaches get you the results. So coaches are there to help guide, give insights, transformations. They can put on a consulting hat and give a playbook, guide next steps. But at the end of the day, the results are on the client. It's like you can walk a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it. So it's the client that actually has to do the work and be locked in the whole time because the coach cannot do that for them. Earlier this year, I had a hard launch fail, which was very hard for me because it resulted in me receiving $0 in business that month because I put all my eggs in that hard launch basket. And so as you can imagine, I was devastated because I did everything I thought I knew how to do with the email sequences and the marketing, and I had people on the wait list. And so when it tanked, I questioned if I was in the right business. And what I had to do is sit back and reflect on why didn't it work? And it takes really a lot of humility, and you have to lay down your pride or your ego to say, here are all of the reasons why it probably didn't work. And had it worked, would you have been ready for it, right? In addition to that, I looked at all of the people I had helped so far. So I had to go back to my wins document to say, no, you are making impact. This is what this client said about you. These are the type of transformations that you have been able to make in the past. This product probably just was not for you at this particular time. Doesn't mean it's not for you in the future. And the other thing I did was, once I identified why it didn't work, I hired a consultant who was a few steps ahead of me. And from there, she was able to guide me in the areas that I needed more improvement in. And I changed my package altogether. And then the results ended up being better than I had hoped. If you feel like you are called to entrepreneurship, it's for a reason. And the reason why most people don't get into entrepreneurship is because of fear. So the first thing I will say is confront your fear. What is fear telling you? If fear is telling you that it's not possible because you're going to fail, I would encourage you to rethink what failure is, because failure is relative. But then also look at businesses who are succeeding and find proof that it is possible for you to succeed too. Another piece of advice I would love to give you is, a lot of people focus on winning alone. But really, winning is a byproduct of how you learn how to play the game. So become a master at whatever it is that you're doing, and become a master at how you're branding, marketing, and selling that thing, and making sure that you are studying, refining, and really honing in your craft as you're signing clients. The third thing I would say is, if you're like me, you're probably values and mission-based and all that good stuff, and we have the tendency to not really prioritize profit. If you don't prioritize profit, you might as well have a charity. And so as you write down your values, make sure profit is one of them, or you will not have much of it. You need to understand how much you want to make for this side business to be worth it to you. Aside from that, I want you to tell fear to move, get into action, use your faith, and make things happen.
Welcome to Health Hustle Chronicles, where the grind meets growth in the world of healthcare. This ain't your typical podcast. I'm here to shine light on the talent that's out there hustling every day. Introduce you to coaches who can level up your game and break down exactly how you can climb the ladder in this industry. Whether you're just stepping in or already in the trenches, I'm going to give you the real deal on how to elevate beyond the road and claim what's yours. I'm talking about unlocking opportunities that seem hidden, finding leadership when it feels like no one's got your back, and building a roadmap to success even when the path ain't clear. From time management to battling self-doubt, lack of mentorship, to the struggle of getting noticed. I get it. I've been there. And I'm going to bring you that hustle mindset with every episode so you can take that next step towards career growth and wealth. If you're ready to go beyond surviving and start thriving in healthcare, then this podcast is for you. It's time to hustle harder, grow smarter, and elevate together. Let's get it, hustlers. Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into a superpower that you already have, but might not be using to its fullest. Positive self-talk. Yep, it's that inner voice in your head, and when it's hyping you up, it's a serious game changer. Imagine this, you're facing a challenge, maybe even a setback. What do you tell yourself? The words you choose matter. If your inner voice is saying, I'm not cut out for this, or I always mess things up, those words, they start to hold you back. What if you just flip the script? Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring reality or just saying everything is perfect. It's about shifting your mindset to focus on what's possible and what you can control. Instead of saying, I'll never figure this out, try saying, this is tough, but I'll find a way. Instead of, I'm not qualified, tell yourself, I have what it takes to learn and succeed. Why does this work? Because our brains respond to the words that we feed them. Positive self-talk helps build confidence and keeps us in a growth mindset when we're ready to face challenges head on. When you remind yourself of your strengths, your potential, and your ability to adapt, you're rewiring your mind to believe in your success, even when things get rocky. So here's a quick exercise to get you started. Next time you're feeling unsure or overwhelmed, take a deep breath and consciously replace negative thoughts with constructive, empowering ones. Ask yourself, what would I tell a friend in this situation? Then tell it to yourself. Become your own biggest fan. Positive self-talk isn't about an instant fix. It's about a habit that grows stronger with practice. And the more you do it, the more resilient you become and unstoppable you become. Start today, start now. Let your inner voice become your loudest cheerleader, because when you believe in you, there's no telling how far you can go. Remember, success isn't just about skills or talent. It's about mindset. Rewire your mind. Success, one thought at a time. You got this, hustlers.
Sometimes success doesn't come from perfect circumstances or luck. Sometimes it's about seeing the silver lining no matter what. This is the story of someone who turned every setback into an opportunity simply by choosing to stay positive. Meet Taylor. A few years back, Taylor was laid off from a job they thought was stable. Bills were piling up, and the timing couldn't have been worse. For most of us, this would have been a moment of panic, maybe even defeat. But Taylor saw it differently. They decided to look at the layoff as a chance to reset, to finally pursue the career they'd been dreaming of for years, but kept putting on hold. The first thing Taylor did was reframe the situation. Instead of thinking, I lost my job, they started telling themselves, I'm now free to create the career I truly want. This mindset gave Taylor the energy and confidence to get out there, explore options, and make connections they might have ignored otherwise. With no job tying them down, Taylor started freelancing, working odd jobs while investing any free time into learning new skills online. They took classes in business and marketing and even started connecting with people in their field on social media. When things got tough, and they did, Taylor would remind themselves that every small step was a building block towards something bigger. Months passed, and that hard work started to pay off. Taylor landed a few big freelance gigs, which led to referrals, and before they knew it, they were running a full-time business. But it wasn't just the new skills that got Taylor there. It was the positive outlook that kept them going when there was no clear end in sight. Now, years later, Taylor is the CEO of their own company. But if you ask them about the key to their success, they won't talk about talent or luck. They'll tell you it was simply this. Every time life threw a curveball, they chose to see the silver lining. Taylor kept faith in the idea that setbacks weren't dead ends. They were just new paths leading somewhere unexpected and ultimately even better. Taylor's journey is a powerful reminder that success doesn't always come from what happens to us, but from how we choose to see it. When you keep looking for the silver lining, you're not ignoring reality. You're giving yourself a reason to keep moving forward. So whenever you're faced with a challenge, remember Taylor's story. Find the silver lining, no matter how small it may seem. You never know where that positive mindset might lead. It could be the start of your own success story. Keep going, stay positive, and trust that something amazing might be waiting just around the corner.
All right, everyone. This week, we're setting a challenge that's all about building a positive mindset, one small step at a time. Positivity isn't just about feeling good. It's a mindset that can boost resilience, help us think creatively, and make us better problem solvers. And just like any skill, positivity gets stronger the more we practice it. Today, we're diving into some simple, practical steps you can add to your daily routine to start shifting your mindset toward positivity. First thing in the morning, take a minute to list 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be huge things. Could be as simple as a good cup of coffee or a sunny day. Gratitude helps us focus on the good around us, and that shift can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. This one's big. Throughout the day, if you catch yourself with a negative thought like, "I'll never get this right," try to reframe it. Say instead, "This is tough, but I'm learning." This isn't about ignoring problems. It's about training your brain to see challenges as opportunities for growth. You'd be surprised how this small shift can change your outlook. Positivity is contagious. Challenge yourself to give one compliment or encouraging word to someone each day. Whether it's a coworker, a friend, or even a stranger, sharing positivity with others boosts your mood and can create a ripple effect. Plus, you'll likely inspire others to do the same. Every achievement counts, even the small ones. If you finish a project, make a good decision, or just get through a tough day, take a second to acknowledge it. Celebrating these moments reinforces that you're making progress, even when it doesn't always feel like it. Finally, end the day with a quick reflection. Think back on the positive moments of your day. What went well? What are you proud of? Ending your day on a positive note helps you sleep better and sets you up for success tomorrow. That's it. These steps are simple, but practicing them consistently can make a huge difference. This week's challenge is to incorporate as many of these as you can into your daily routine. Keep it going, and watch how these small positive habits start to shift your mindset, and maybe even your entire approach to life. So, are you up for the challenge? Let's make this week about practicing positivity. Remember, positivity isn't just about feeling good. It's a tool to help you grow, stay resilient, and keep moving forward. You got this.